Yo, what up? Welcome to Boxing No Problem. I am Jose Morales Jr. And in today's video, we'll be going over everything you need to know about the upcoming Daniel Jacobs versus John Ryder fight. So let's get into it. Alright, so let's begin with the fight poster. The first thing I want to call out is that this fight will be promoted by Matchroom Boxing and streamed on dazn on Saturday, February 12th. Daniel Jacobs will be making his return to the ring after a long layoff, not having fought since November 27, 2020, in a fight he won controversially against Gabe Rosado. John Ryder, on the other hand, will be making his return after a not-so-long layoff, Ryder having last fought in September 10, 2021, in a winning effort against Joseph Jorko. Another thing to note from this fight is that the emphasis on each fighter's hometown and the nickname and the number KOs to build up some height on this poster. The undercard fights for the event start at 12 p.m. Pacific Time, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. GMT. You can expect Jacobs and Ryder to make their ring walks around 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern, and 10 p.m. GMT. As for the fight location, they'll be out of the Alexandra Palace in London, England. Moving on now to the tell of the tape. We'll see their overall records first. Jacobs has 41 bouts and is 37-3-1 with 30 knockouts. On the other hand, we got John Ryder, who has 34 bouts and is 30-5 with 16 KOs. Now, if we look at the power department, Jacobs has the edge in power, and it's pretty significant. So, he's 73% KO versus Ryder's 47% KO ratio. And that's not surprising considering Jacobs has shown one-punch knockout power in some previous fights. Now, as far as the physical attributes, Jacobs has the edge in height by 4 inches and also has a 2-inch reach advantage. As for fighting stance, Jacobs is an orthodox fighter while Ryder's a southpaw. With regards to the age, Jacobs is older by 1 year and 5 months at 35 years old versus Ryder, who is 33 years old of age. Jacobs made his debut back in 2007 and has racked up 186 pro rounds, while Ryder debuted back in 2010 and has accumulated 217 pro rounds. I'm giving the edge and experience to Jacobs. He has been in with bigger names in his career, such as Peter Quillen, Sergio Mora, Triple G, Derevchenko, and Canelo, just to name a few. Now moving on to the rankings. Let's start off with BoxRec. Here, Daniel Jacobs is unranked due to inactivity, but John Ryder is ranked at a very respectable number 4, ahead of some big names and former champions in Caleb Plant and David Benavidez. Now, if we look at the ring rankings, these are more aligned with everyone's expectations in the 168-pound division, with Canelo, Benavidez, and Plant rounding up the top 3, and Ryder landing at number 5. Again, Daniel Jacobs is not ranked here. Now going over each organizational body's rankings, looking at Daniel Jacobs, he's ranked by all organizational bodies. He is number 9 by the WBO, number 7 by the IBF, number 3 WBC, and number 9 WBA. As for John Ryder, he's ranked in 3 of the 4 organizations. He is number 11 by the WBO, number 14 WBC, and number 4 by the WBA. Now let's talk about the betting odds. Jacobs is a slight favorite at a -161 favorite, meaning you have to bet $161 to make a $100 profit, while Ryder is a plus 140 underdog, meaning every $100 you bet nets you a $140 profit. Overall, Jacobs' chance of winning is 59.7%. Now to wrap things up, let's go over my prediction. And as you can tell by the screenshot here, I am picking the small upset and going with John Ryder by unanimous decision. So don't get me wrong, Daniel Jacobs is a quality fighter, but I just think he's had his time, and his last 2 performances versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. and Gabe Rosado have been subpar, to say the least. John Ryder, on the other hand, is hungrier of the 2 at this stage in their careers, and has had experience fighting the very best, such as Billy Joe Saunders and Callum Smith, the latter which I personally felt he won and beat Callum Smith. So all that said, I think Ryder wins on points, and the home advantage could be key in a hard-fought battle. And there you have it. So now you know everything you need to know about Daniel Jacobs versus John Ryder. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, and also please consider subscribing to the channel. Until next time, remember, boxing is no problem. Peace.